Hey everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. Alright, so we're gonna do a quick little sound and video test. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Alright. Yes. Good, good, good. Awesome. Thanks everybody. So I got the screen here. I can read your chats, but sometimes I forget to switch my screen, so I'll apologize ahead of time. I'm gonna go grab, the thing that we're all talking about. I'll be right back. Okay. It's an unboxing video, right? So we're gonna unbox this thing. And this is awesome. Look how many of you showed up. Thanks everybody. This is fun. I forgot to do something. I just got this thing in the mail. So I forgot, of course, to take off the address sticker. Can't have that on live TV. What's wrong with you, Alex? Some kind of silly guy. Okay. Now that that's done, how y'all doing? How are you all doing over here? I see some familiar folks. And there's a lot of chat going on, so I might not see everything. Ram, welcome. Is this the studio already? What do you think? I mean, it's a pretty big box, right? So I think what's in here is the studio, at least I hope so, but it'll be really embarrassing if that's not the case. So look at this, typical Apple stuff, right? Look how nice they make this. Okay, there we go. Let's see how else we can open this box. It's all about presentation for them when it comes to unboxing. Make it nice and easy. And yes, I am being careful with the knife, of course. I'm gonna put that away now. Hey everybody, Master Phoenix, hello from Prague. Welcome, welcome. What's the time in USA? Well, USA has 4 time zones. No, actually, Hawaii has another time zone. So right now where I am, it's 2:30. Max says, please test this with DaVinci Resolve. I would like to see how it compares to the Max Pro. Max, I think you'll find a ton of videos on YouTube of people testing it with DaVinci Resolve. And of course, Henrik has to make a Schwarzenegger joke. All right, let's continue, shall we? Wait a minute, now I'm confused. Where's up and where's down? What? Apple, this is supposed to be easy. Did I miss something? What? Okay, Apple, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable, Apple. Sorry folks, I just banged the microphone. So that was kind of confusing, but this should be easy. Let's do this. Aha. This thing is heavy. Wow. All right. Look at that. It comes in a really gigantic box that looks like it takes a rocket scientist to even engineer this box. And I think that's all I get in there. So, crazy box. It's got like a mechanism that moves the thing up and down. And I get some kind of instructions up here. But other than that, I think all I ordered was the cable and the unit. So I think that's it. By the way, I gotta say, this plug is not very Apple-like. If Johnny Ive was still there, this would not go. Not the smoothest unboxing you've ever seen on YouTube. But I think we're done. So it's a really heavy thing. Is anybody a DJ? Does anybody play turntables? Cause does this remind you of anything? I think this reminds me of the turntables, like the Technics 1200s, maybe. If anybody's familiar with that is. So we got all the ports that they promised. They didn't lie about that. I'm glad that this has all the ports that they promised. And let's see how much space this will take up on my desk compared to my MacBook here. So. Can you see that? MacBook Pro, 16-inch. This is where it's gonna go, the studio. I think maybe I can put it over there under the monitor. I don't know yet. But now I have options. Because it's a brick. I wonder if you can stand it up like this. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't, right? Can you just stand it up like this? Yeah. Can you grate cheese on it? I think all the cheese would end up inside, so you could, but then you got a cheesy mac and cheese, huh? I think you're onto something there, Max. All right. Is there Ethernet in this chunk of rocket science? There is an Ethernet port. It's right there, and I'm looking forward to trying that out because now I can get rid of this thing, which I just hooked up to my MacBook. But this is a mess. Look at this mess on my desk right now. I'm trying to get rid of this mess, and I think this is really going to help me out because I have a MacBook. It's taking up all this space here because I don't have a vertical dock. I could, but I have this dock, and this has the Ethernet. It has a couple USB-A peripherals, and sometimes I use the headphones jack. And I have this dock from OWC. They're both from OWC, and that one just controls my monitors. All right, so Jasper is asking me if I'm gonna boot it. Should we boot it? I don't know. Like, this is an unboxing, not a booting. I mean, come on, folks. What do you expect? You want me to boot it too? Somebody asks how it smells. It smells like a new machine. I'm just incredibly amazed at how heavy this thing is. Surprisingly heavy. Also, by the way, it's really sturdy. Like, there's no give to any of this. Remember my video where I was pressing on the MacBook lid? This doesn't do any of that. This is like a solid piece. It feels like it's a solid piece. Like, I feel like I can throw this to somebody, they can catch it. We can play catch with it. Okay, that's enough. The unbooting. Yeah. Let's boot this thing, all right? I got a monitor over here. I'm going to have to zoom out so you can see that. Or maybe I can plug in another camera. Nah. Let's just zoom out, because you can see that, right? Yeah. There you go. Now you should be able to see it. Okay. So, to boot it, we need to plug this thing in. By the way, this cable is intense. It feels so nice too. It's like a nice, smooth, velvety material. I really like that. It's not gonna kink or anything. If you watch Sam Time, that YouTube channel, he's a really funny guy. He said this was the Mickey Mouse port. Can you see that? I can see that. Mickey Mouse. So we're gonna plug this thing in. And I need some kind of video cable for that. You know what? I'm just gonna unplug this one. Yeah. I'm gonna unplug that one. Whoa. And then plug that in here. Can you still see me? Okay, I didn't break anything, did I? And I'm gonna plug this one in. Now, I also have a little gadget here. This little gadget is gonna tell me how much power this thing is drawing. So I'm gonna plug this in here and plug this into the socket, and we'll see how much wattage it's using. After all, that's a point of pride, right? For this machine. Let's see. It's turned on, folks. It's turned on. I don't see anything on the screen, though. Am I missing something? Oh! It's showing me a picture of the mouse. It says turn on the mouse and turn on... What is that? What is that a picture of? That's the mouse. Is that the keyboard? I mean, I should have planned for this a little bit better. It is a desktop after all. We need a mouse and we need a keyboard. But how do we do it with a wireless? I don't think we can. It's okay. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll use this mouse. And they still didn't make mice with mouses with USB-C connectors. So this is a USB-A connector. But luckily now we have a USB-A connector on the Mac. Boom. Alright, I've got a mouse. What else do we need? Oh, I guess the mouse is good enough for you, huh? Let's go. English. What else do you need? Country. This is where a keyboard would be helpful, but I don't have that hooked up yet. Let's go to United States. It's fine. All right, is anybody sufficiently bored yet? While that's happening, let's accessibility, not now. Oh, the network. I think I'm gonna need a keyboard for that, but yeah. I'm gonna need a keyboard, folks. Okay, so while that's all going on, how's it going? Let me move this over here. Can we turn this on? Does anybody have a dog? Because if you do, you know what I'm talking about. So this keyboard is not automatically being detected. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to get a wired keyboard. We'll do that for a second. Sergey asks, is it sags? No, it doesn't sag. It's pretty hard. Greetings from Chile. Hey, Juan. Thanks for being a member. Connect the keyboard with a charging cable, says Igor. Igor, this keyboard does not have a cable option, believe it or not. It's a Mac keyboard, Apple keyboard, but no cable. I do have this keyboard, but then I won't be able to type to you. All right, let's do this. What? Andre says just connect via Ethernet? Huh, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh. He means instead of the Wi-Fi. Okay. That's a good point. If I unplug this thing, though, is my chat still going to work? Andre, with a brilliant idea. How long can we go without using a keyboard? What do you think? I'm going to need to get a keyboard anyway, right? All right. Software update. Come on. Update later. Migration assistant. Nope. Sign in with my Apple ID. I don't think I can use universal control yet, Rishi. Not till I get, what is it, 12.3 installed on there? So it looks like it doesn't have 12.3 installed. Can you believe that? Apple shipped these out. Today's the day that they release these things and they're not up to date. Smells very, very like another company I know. I don't know about that. Alright, Ram has an idea about pairing up. With the keyboard off, you hold down the power button on the keyboard and the LED will start to blink. Do not let go of the power button. We'll try your idea, Ram. I thought I already tried that, but... I mean, this is not a problem, folks. I do have wired keyboards in the house. All right, I'm getting a wired keyboard. That's it. This, folks, this is a keyboard from 2006. All right. Look at this awesome volume knob. This was revolutionary back then, folks. You get a volume knob and a way to control your audio player right here on the keyboard. Amazing. And a calculator button. I used to use that too. Yeah, that's the nice thing about these, and that's why I keep these around. Because they last forever. Exactly. And you can never go wrong, and it'll always work. Unless you go back to the PS2 keyboard days, then you might have a problem. Okay. Hey, it works. I'm gonna sign in. Do you think I was crazy? I'm not gonna let you see my login information. All right, now, folks, I should say that if I wasn't planning to keep this as my main machine, which I am planning to keep this as my main machine, that's the whole goal here, I would probably just skip the setting up or skip logging in, but I want to, you know, I want this to be for real. I want this to be my main machine. I want to set it up the way I want to do it and the way I would do it for myself, not just for testing. All right, let's allow that. 890, 767. Okay. Can you still see that? It's kind of small, isn't it? Hold on while I read the iCloud terms and conditions, okay? It'll be just a few minutes, all right, guys? I'm just kidding. All right, it's doing its thing. You can't blur in live. Yeah. I don't think I can. I don't think I can blur that out. Yeah. It would be cool if I could just draw like a little area that I can blur out. Computer account, okay. I need to do a computer account. Wow, this keyboard has a lot of travel. It is incredibly weird using this keyboard after all these years. I used to program on this thing. Those Dell workstations back in 2006, those were nice machines, let me tell you. Okay, so about the specs on this thing, I see some people asking. This is the M1 Ultra. All right, I think I messed up. It's a little bit of a pattern, I guess, today. I messed up and I got the 1 terabyte instead of the 2 terabyte. Because I was in such a rush to get this. Otherwise, I would have had to wait till like the end of forever. Some people were waiting for their computers for a long time for their MacBooks. I think some people are still waiting for their MacBooks now that the Mac Studios are out. Ram is scaring me here. He says hackers are dominating and taking the ownership of the Ultra. I don't know about that. I think you're making what is that phrase? Mountains out of molehills? Location services? No. Don't use location services. Time zone. Okay. There we go. Share Mac Analytics with Apple. No. Screen time. Set up later. All this extra crap I want to just not use at all because I want the maximum performance. All right, folks, this is going to be a question that's going to probably divide us all. I'm all about the light theme. Sorry about that. Hey, there's this auto theme. No, I can't do that. That's crazy. Switching back and forth. What am I? Some kind of crazy maniac? Benjamin asks how the temperature. Well, it's not doing anything right now, so it's really cool. We're going to go with light mode. And if you want to unsubscribe because I'm going with light mode, feel free to do that. Oh. I see. Most of you want dark mode. Okay. Hey, when you get one of these, you're free to use dark mode if you want, okay? Okay. Keyboard setup assistant. No thanks. Hey, guess what? There it is. Reminders. Come on. All right, notifications. You're going away. Look at this. Couple important things we got to check. One, how much power is this thing drawing, okay? So, let's check that out. I wish I could show this to you. I mean, I probably could show this to you. Let's see. Boom. There we are. We can walk around the room a little bit and see what's happening. This cable might not be long enough. All right. And you get to see the inside scoop. What's in my garbage can? What's on my carpet? And all the mess that's under my desk. Isn't that awesome? Check it out. Oh. That's a little disappointing. Should I be embarrassed? I should probably be embarrassed, shouldn't I? Look at that. Freaking 11 watts of power. 11. 11 watts, folks. That is crazy. $11 watts of power. All right, granted, it's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. But that's insane. Wait, 117? No. Let me see this. No, it's 11.4 watts. 11.4. That doesn't sound even real, does it? That's crazy talk. Yeah, it is a snake's nest. But that's not even the worst part of my office, okay? You're seeing the top of my desk. Well, you're not seeing anything right now. Top of my desk. And then under my desk. You want to see under my desk? All right. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Yeah? Now that is a snake's nest. A true snake's nest. Okay, so that's pretty crazy, right? Folks, I mean, you'd have to agree that 11 watts of power is just unbelievable. So the plan is test this out. We're going to do some builds. We're going to do some comparisons. And I have a surprise. I don't know. Okay, let me know what you think about this, okay? I may have bought another desktop machine today because I was looking forward to testing this thing. And also, I want to see how this thing compares with some of the more modern, more recent Intel processors. So I got an Alienware desktop machine with the 12th generation Intel 12900KF processor. The H processors are for laptops. The K processors are for desktops. And it has a 3080 Ti card in it. So we're going to see how that does against the GPU on this thing. And we're going to see how it's going to do against the CPU for doing builds and things like that. Yeah, so I look forward to that. Now, some people asked about the noise and the temperature. It's not silent. It's quiet, but it's not silent. The MacBook Pro is completely silent. And I can look at the MacBook Pro fans. They're off right now because I can see it with TJ Pro. The temperature on the MacBook Pro is 52 degrees. And this thing is to measure sound. Now, this is not an anechoic chamber, okay? So I don't have like a super silent room here. And there's all kinds of other things making noises. And this thing probably won't even register like the minute level of output of the sound that this thing is making. But let's see. Okay, so that's the room. And then I'm going to put this here. $47. So, I mean, I have to put this right against the grill to get 47. So it's pretty quiet. I mean, it's quiet, but I'm not going to be, first of all, sitting down facing the grill. The grill is going to be facing the wall. So it's already going to dampen some of that sound. It's going to go against the wall, and I have some padding up there. So right back there, there's going to be padding. It's going to suck up some of that sound, and I'm not going to really hear it. But it does kind of annoy me that it makes the level of sound that it does. However, I kind of should expect it because it is a desktop. It has the big fans in it, and supposedly that's going to give us more performance because of that. Right? So I wonder, though, this machine with a Max chip in it, with a smaller fan, is it going to be quieter? Probably. So if I put my dB meter back here, now we're at 40, so that's pretty much ambient temperature, right? So if I'm sitting here, my ears can pick it up. I can hear that it's working, right? Whereas I can't hear that the MacBook Pro is working at all. That thing might as well be dead. I know it's still alive because I can see you all chatting away. But this thing, I can hear. So if you're doing things like sound-sensitive stuff, like recording audio, music, then I can see that being an issue possibly. So you might want to move this thing further away from where you're going to be recording. Yeah, but Trust Issue says no one will sit 10 centimeters from the machine, and that's true. Even I won't sit. I'll be like 3 feet away from it. Now, what about temperature? So, TG Pro is saying that this thing is 51 degrees. I'm going to install TG Pro on this thing probably shortly. But the lid says 30 degrees on top of the lid. And I don't know where to measure this thing. The whole thing feels cool to me. All the way around. Sit. Good Mac. Oh, somebody says, oh, Benjamin says, can you feel windy from the grills? Yeah, there's air coming out of there. I can feel it. The warmest part, it's kind of hard to tell even. Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to measure it. 25 over here. 25 on the corner. 25. Come on. Really? All right. 25. This is America. So, quick show of hands, who wants to see this in Celsius and who wants to see this in Fahrenheit, if anybody really cares. That was Celsius, by the way, 25. This is Fahrenheit, 78 over here in the middle. 78 on the side. 79 on the side, I should say. That was the bottom, was 78. 79. Come on, it doesn't matter. It's 79, 78 all throughout the thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing any differences. Oh, lots of Europe folks. And, well, not Europe. The rest of the world, I should say. Americans don't want to out themselves. That's funny. Yeah, of course the rest of the world is going to be on C. Why did I even ask that? That was a silly question. I should just switch to Celsius. Okay. Yeah, 26, 25. So, temperature, sound, wattage. We're at 12 watts now, folks. Wow, 12 watts. Crazy. So, I'm going to do like a setup video here. Now, this was an unboxing. We just turned it on. We played around with. We didn't really play around with it. Took these vitals or whatever. But I want to do some setup videos. So I'm thinking I'll do setting up for mobile environment. And if anybody's interested in me doing like a little spreadsheet with maybe Google, like a Google form, so people can vote on what test to be doing with this, maybe I can do that. Huh. All right. Andre says, let's do a full load wattage test. Recommendations on how to do that? Like quickly right now? If there's a quick way to do it, I'll do it. Let's go to Safari. Install Chrome. Should this be part of my setup video? Screw it. Cinebench. No way. Not right now. It's gonna take forever. Okay, let's do a Chrome installation. I have an idea for how to at least bring up a JavaScript console in that, so we can maybe run a loop or something, an infinite loop. Did we install Chrome already? Oh, which Chrome is this going to install? Is this going to know to install the Apple Silicon Chrome automatically? You guys don't see this. What am I doing? Nobody yelled at me. There's one more thing I can do, is do this. Haha. Now you can see my computer screen. This is the new Mac Studio, by the way. So, back in the day, a year ago, when these things first came out, you had to pick the right version of Chrome to install. Otherwise, it'll give you, you know, the regular version, which was back then x86, x64, but now you have to. I wonder if it automatically gives you the right version now. I'm gonna take a stab at it, and let's do a speed test. Network speed test. Speed test. Okay, we're good. We're good. Trust issue says calculate a big number factorial from calculator. What? Oh, haha. Yes, dev null. Yes, trick. Yeah, that works. I like that. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Where's my Chrome? Terminal, we're going to need that, and also we're going to need let's check out activity monitor. Keep that open there, and yeah, look at that. You're going to need to see that a little bit better, I think. I have a Windows keyboard, by the way, for those of you that missed that. It's an old keyboard. Where's the installer? Andre suggests checking the properties of the installer for Google Chrome. Okay. I don't see any indication whether this is what the architecture for this thing is. But one way we could do it is we could go to downloads, and what is this? Okay. And I can say file, Google Chrome. No, that didn't say anything. Okay. Whoa, more left pedal. Thank you so much. Wow. Can you test how many HD 4K monitors you can drive with the M1 Ultra? Mac Studio should be 7. Oh, I think I might be able to grab a few of those for a test, but not right this minute. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I don't think that's a 4K monitor. I might have 6 monitors in here that I could eventually try this with. But I don't know, I might have to buy another monitor to make it 7. Okay, let's do this thing where we're gonna do yes to dev null. All right. Okay. Ready? Set. And there we go. Not very eventful, I know, but something is happening. Is it happening? What? Hello? Something was supposed to be happening, folks. Did I do that wrong? We're on CPU. CPU load is not going up, folks. What did I do here? Oh, I need to do that like 20 times. But there's gotta... Can somebody write a loop? I think somebody already wrote a loop. No, that's supposed to keep running, right? Yes, the yes command. Let me just write yes. There it is. Okay. Oh, I put quotes in there. That was silly. Okay, now it's going. There it is. So what are we trying to test here? Fan noise and temperature. All right, we're using one of these. Yes. You know what? I should open some tabs first. Okay, and then I'll do yes. And yes. And yes. We're really like killing this thing right out of the box, huh? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $16. Let's get 16 in there. Why 16? Why not 20? Now, while this is all running, can you still build an Xcode project? Look at this. It's throttling. What? 60%? Come on. So there's 20 cores. I don't know why it's only keeping them at 60 and not 100. Oh, maybe it's because it's outputting to the console. Could that be what's happening? Is it outputting to the console and that's making it throttle? If I do to dev null, it'll just do things in the background and take 100. That's a pain. Why is it throttling, folks? But the thing is, look at this. This thing works still really nicely and smoothly. What? All right. All right. Well, everything seems to still work, even though most of the CPUs are getting used pretty well. So that's pretty impressive. I think when I did this test with the M1s, things became really, really sluggish. Oh, somebody said you need to change your power mode. Does this have power modes too? I thought that only applied for MacBooks. I mean, why wouldn't you be at full power? So we're going to check the power. We're going to check the wattage in a second. And we're also going to check the temperature and the sound level. But let's check out Energy Saver. Yeah, I think the high power mode is only for the MacBooks. Yeah. So this is always on high power, I believe. Okay, let's take a look at the wattage. So it's at 36.6 watts. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. 0, 1, 11, 12 are efficiency cores. Let's have a look at those. Oh, yeah, they're labeled. Core 1 is efficiency, 2, 11 and 12. The first two cores of every set, I guess. Yeah, that kind of corresponds to the max chips, doesn't it? So this is like the first max chip. No, it would be horizontal. The first 10. And then the last 10. Yeah. Thrust issue is disappointed. Oh, the throttling? Well, I don't know if this test is super great. Why don't we try the test again? I'm gonna see if doing an infinite loop in Chrome is gonna do anything. Oh, gotta check the temperature. 28. So we went up by 3 degrees, folks. 3 degrees. And the sound level is still at 40. So we're good. We're good. Somebody asked about FFmpeg, and FFmpeg is something I plan to do a little bit later as a separate video. That's a very useful one because, yeah, a lot of people use that. So we'll do that. What else? I think we're almost at time here. So yeah, this is awesome. Thanks for all your suggestions. Any last minute requests here that don't require me to install software? The white thing to the left of the keyboard. This is like Apple's touchpad thing. A WebKit build, I'm planning to do that for sure. 3080 comparison. I got a 3080 in a box sitting upstairs that I'm gonna do that with for sure. Speedometer test. Let's do a quick speedometer test. Yes, thank you. Magic Trackpad, that's what it's called. Alright. 8K YouTube. Oh, image after first boot was an image of the trackpad. I think you're right. But who the heck knows that? Unless you... I never look at the trackpad from here. And what is this line here? I don't even know what that is. All All right. Let's find an 8K video. I mean, an 8K video is going to play just fine. I have no doubt. Speedometer is what we want to do real quick here. Wait, why am I searching YouTube? No. Speedometer. Oh my gosh, this keyboard. So old. Start test. Now this is Chrome, by the way, right? So no, I'm sorry. I take that back. This is Safari, so it's gonna give you different results than Chrome, of course. Let's have a look at that. That's running. You know what? I'm not gonna make you watch the thing flashing. That's mean. Whoa! I think that's the highest score I've ever seen, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I'm going to, of course, do more tests with speedometer, as well as there's a couple of browser bench things like Jetstream, which I haven't done before, which is really interesting. This is a really cool test because it does things like WASM, whereas speedometer just does JavaScript tests. This one also does WASM. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it in Safari and Chrome compared to the MacBook with the M1 Max and M1. Of course, I think the results are going to be killer. I'm guessing that this thing is going to win, but it's also be interesting to do this test against the 12th generation Intel, which I have, as well as the new graphics card, the 3080 Ti. So we'll see. All right, I think we'll call that a day. I will be doing TG Pro tests as well, but not today. And I really appreciate you all, folks. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me, especially those people that it's really late, like in India and further east. Thanks, folks, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.